Happy first day! We got a full bag of different goodies.
You in the backyard of your old farm in the summer. Stayed there for 3 weeks where we learned to love each other. Wrote you letters, sent a message to leave that day. Skip to the present, haven't been so happy ever. Sitting in your room, working on my first record. Skip to the present, and I still haven't released it. But it's okay, 'cause the new songs are way better. That's what it feels like, haven't been so happy ever.
Happy first day! So I am back from my first day. Today was first day orientation, and we had a couple of sessions, one class, and we also had a catered lunch, which I took a picture of the catered lunch. I didn't want to film too much just because I've never met any of these people before, and I didn't want to stick a camera, you know, in their face or whip out a camera, you know what I'm saying? But I will get clips as I become more comfortable. We got a full bag of different goodies and a lot of supplements, so I thought I would just do a little haul. So first we have this acupuncture chart. So it just shows all of the different acupuncture points that we will be learning. So there's quite a few. And then there's this calming supplement sample. Got this little lunch box with my school's name on it. It's reusable. And it also comes with some utensils. And it's made from wheat straw. And then this little bag with a supplement in it. This one is Stress Calm. And let's see what's in this one. This one has ashwagandha, California poppy herb top, catnip, lavender, and lemon balm. And then we have Nucleozyme Forte, which is, there's a bunch of things in this one, but this one's for, it helps to maintain good health. So it has stuff like beta carotene, vitamin E, thiamine, vitamin B12, niacinamide, vitamin B6, vitamin B12, biotin. It's like a multivitamin, I would say. So then this one is Ultra Vir-X, and this one to help maintain immune function. So I guess there's antioxidants in that for immune function. And then this one's called Adaptogen, and it maintains a healthy immune system. So it obviously has adaptogens in it like ashwagandha, Eleuthero, astragalus, and holy basil. And then this one is called Canadian Bitters. It's for digestive support, and it has gelatin, globe artichoke, and ginger. It says the recommended use is to aid in digestion and to help relieve digestive disturbances. And then I got a couple packets of curcumin. I actually used to take curcumin. It's anti-inflammatory. And I have taken a supplement by this brand before, not this particular one, but this one is used to increase bile flow, so it also is one to help relieve digestive disturbances. And then there's a sample of this pure paleo protein, and it's dairy-free, gluten-free, and it's actually made from beef protein isolates, so that'll be interesting to try. I can feel it in the pouch and it feels like a different texture, so that'll be interesting. And then 2 samples of whole body collagen, a reusable straw, this electrolyte supplement, and then this one is called BioADEK Emulsion. So it says it helps to maintain eyesight, skin, membranes, and immune function, helps to build strong bones and teeth, helps in the absorption and use of calcium and phosphorus, source of an antioxidant for the maintenance of good health. And then a vitamin D3, which I do take vitamin D, a USB, and this bag of supplements. We've got samples of Digesime. This one is Ultimate Fiber Plus. Some more Digesime and Fiber Plus. And then there's this one called Reliculo. It's for restful sleep. Melatonin. Inflam FX. This one is Rest FX. Acomodo. This is for stress, stamina, and mental fatigue. So obviously I won't be taking all of those supplements, some that I can't have, but it'll be nice to like kind of have a stockpile. Yeah, it was really nice to get a goodie bag, and today went well. Right now I am going to take a little rest before we have this like self-study session that we have to do independently for a class that's tomorrow, so I gotta get that done. And then later tonight we have a residence floor meeting, so meet some more people on my floor. So here, not everybody that lives on the residence floors goes to this school, so it'll be interesting to see where everybody's from. And yeah. Hello, it's been a few days. Today is Friday. I don't think I've vlogged much actually this week, which I will get better at it. I just kind of wanted to soak everything in. Sorry if you can hear the air conditioning. I have it on because it is very, very warm in here. But I just kind of wanted to soak everything in and, you know, meeting new people, making friends. Like, I don't want to have a camera in people's faces, and I don't think I ever really want to do that. But I am going to film more, I promise. But this week was just my kind of week to get used to being at the school and getting used to the schedule and all of that kind of thing. Actually, the schedule is different this week because of orientation, but I thought I would kind of walk you through what I've been doing. On Wednesday, that was the longest day. On Wednesday, we had a couple of Q&A sessions, one for different departments, like academic advising, student accessibility, like all of those different departments. A scavenger hunt, which we broke off into groups, and we had to go around the school and find different clues, and then each clue card had a couple letters and we had to unscramble the letters. My team didn't win, but it was fun. It was very tiring though. And then we had our first practical for clinical medicine. That's one of my classes. So we learned how to do draping. So that is when you're doing a physical examination on a patient, how to properly drape so that you're keeping the patient's modesty, confidentiality, comfort level at the forefront. So there's different types of draping depending on what area of the body that you're looking at. And then we had a presentation from the Ontario Association of Naturopathic Doctors and the Canadian Association of Naturopathic Doctors, which you're a part of both as a student and when you become a professional, when you become a naturopathic doctor. So they're the ones that are really fighting to basically widen the scope of practice, because there are still a lot of guidelines that we have to follow, at least in Ontario, and it's different everywhere else. And I didn't know this, but naturopathic doctors actually aren't regulated in all states, but hopefully one day they will. I really love that this school is like all about integration and using both conventional medicine and naturopathic medicine to help patients and be in a collaborative sense. So that's what I really want my future practice to be encompassed by. We also had a Q&A session, sort of panel of naturopathic doctors that were students here, and we got to hear about their experience as a student and also their experience graduating, opening up their own practice, or going to work for a practice. So that was really cool to see. There was one that had just graduated in 2020, and then there was two that had graduated like 10 years ago. So it was interesting to see the different variations. Yesterday was kind of like the first introduction to some of our courses. So we had an introduction to naturopathic therapeutics. So that class is going to be really fun. That class is centered around a lot of like the naturopathic area of medicine. So botanicals, homeopathy, nutrition, health psychology, traditional Chinese medicine and acupuncture, all of that kind of stuff. So that's really exciting. And then we had a clinical orientation. So each semester, for the first year anyways, we do 4 shifts in the clinic that's attached to the school. So we shadow a 4th year intern and we get to see the patients and just like follow them around, the interns. So my first shift actually is next Saturday, which is really exciting. And we just had like an overview of like how that's all going to work. We had another class called Biomedical Sciences. So that's the class that's dealing with biochemistry, anatomy. We had anatomy this morning, but it's part of biomedical sciences, and physiology, so like all of like the sciences. And actually our anatomy professor is a neurosurgeon, so I thought that was really cool. And we have different teachers for each of the different components, but we have 5 courses. And then today we had another biomedical sciences, like I said, course. So like half of it was biochemistry and half of it was anatomy. And then we had kind of an orientation to our clinical medicine course, which is the ones where we do the practicums with like the draping, like I said, and we'll be using like equipment that I ordered. And some of the things that we'll be learning is like how to take patient history and like differential diagnoses and like all of that kind of stuff. So that's exciting. And then we had a presentation from a patient that goes to one of the clinics here, and she shared her story, which was really cool, and how naturopathic medicine has really helped her. And then we had a induction ceremony. So we got a copy of the naturopathic doctor's oath, and we all recited it, pictures, and that was like our induction ceremony. And then I believe in 3rd year, at the end of 3rd year, when you become an intern is when they do like white coat pretty sure. Guess we'll have to wait till then. And then I just got home from a social that they had. So they had mocktails. I got like a mojito mocktail, so it was like made with like kombucha and mint, cucumber, lime, and they had some snacks, and also we played a Kahoot trivia game, and I won a gift card. I won a $50 gift card to the little store that's here. It's a supplements shop, but it also sells some of our textbooks and some food, I think. So that was fun, but I am completely exhausted, so I think I am just going to take it easy tonight. I was gonna go out with some people, but the plan kind of changed, and like I'm actually really glad that it changed because I haven't done this much in a very long time. And actually I went on a walk last night with a couple of girls that I've met, and we were gonna go on a trail, and the trail was a super steep hill going down to begin with. So as you know, I have Myasthenia Gravis, and I'm still getting over chemo fatigue and everything, so that much physical exercise I can't do. So I felt a little shy, but I knew that like I needed to tell them that I couldn't do that because I didn't want to wipe out or injure myself. So I was honest and I said that I couldn't do it, and I said I think I'm gonna head back. But they're all super sweet and lovely, and they said, well, we'll just go another direction. So I feel very included here, if that makes sense. And I think from just telling this story, like I want to tell you, like if you have limitations with like a medical condition and you're meeting new people, I know it can be really intimidating to tell people that you've just met your story or your condition, but I think it's really important to almost get that out of the way at the beginning so that people understand, because people aren't going to understand unless you educate them and that you advocate for yourself. So I just wanted to mention that because I've felt like the anxiousness whenever I've met new people, and like sometimes like I'll push myself. Even the other day when we were doing the scavenger hunt, we had to keep going up and down, and there's an elevator, but everybody was taking the stairs. And at first I was like, okay, I'll just take the stairs, but then I got so exhausted that I was like, no. Like I told one of the girls, I said, I'm gonna take the elevator, I'll meet you guys downstairs, and it ended up being fine. So yeah, I just wanted to share that because it's important. And if any of them are watching this, I don't know if they are, but thank you for making me feel so included. And a lot of them have checked out my Instagram, which is also kind of like an icebreaker because then I don't really have to explain the full situation. But I know not everybody has their whole health story documented on the internet, so yeah, just be open with people, and I think the right people will have an understanding or will want to understand. So I got a lot of work to do because we already have a quiz on Monday, so I have quite a few lectures to review, and I'm still like trying to figure out my study method, so that's what I'm going to be doing this weekend. Oh, and the last thing I wanted to update you on is I got a phone call yesterday from my endocrinologist, so not the surgeon, but I now have an endocrinologist, and we were talking, and I was talking with her fellow, and because my cancer nodule was so small and not invasive, I don't have to do radioactive iodine treatment, which I'm very grateful for because I really didn't want to have to do that, and I don't need further surgery. And the good news is they have been checking my levels, and my levels are normal. So she said I might not even need to ever be on the replacement, which is very positive news because I did not want to have to add another pill because I'm already taking so many pills. So I am very happy about that, and I have an ultrasound now in 6 months, and they'll want to check my blood work again. So like I'm not fully in the clear with the medication, but for now, like I don't have to be on any of it, which is really, really encouraging and is like such a big win to me.
Welcome to another day in the life of...
Hello, it's been a few days. Today is Sunday. Yesterday I woke up relatively early and I started to review some lectures, and then my mom and my nanny came to visit. My mom brought me some stuff that I needed from home, and we also went grocery shopping. We went to Food Basics, which is a grocery store in Canada. I think it's just Ontario, but anyways, we also went to Whole Foods just for a couple things because Whole Foods is expensive. Then we went out for Chick-fil-A because there's a Chick-fil-A relatively close to here. So that was nice because the last time that I had Chick-fil-A was actually during radiation. That was kind of like our weekly ritual to get Chick-fil-A delivered to our condo that we were staying at downtown. So it was a bit of nostalgia, but kind of showed how far I've come, because the last time I had Chick-fil-A I was bald and very, very tired, and now I am in medical school. So it's been a little hard, not gonna lie, adjusting to living in a new place, especially living all by myself. So I am trying to adjust to it, and I know I probably will, but there's just like a lot of factors that I have to take into account that I get anxious about, that not a lot of people have to get anxious about. It's a little scary and very much out of my comfort zone, but they say that when you're out of your comfort zone you grow, so that's that. And then today has been a full-on lecture heavy day. 5 lectures that we have a quiz on tomorrow, which it's only been 1 week, and because of all the orientation stuff we have to learn some of these lectures on our own time, so it's been very hectic. The quiz is only worth 1%, and it's for them to like give us feedback on how we're studying and if we're like grasping the material, which I think is good, but then it's also kind of stressful because I feel like I had no time during orientation week really to sit down and do all of this stuff, but I'm making some good progress. As you can see here, I am fully stocked for groceries, so that's good. Jenga in here because it's so small. Also last night when I got home from going to Chick-fil-A, I just kind of had a bit of a pamper sort of self-care session. They really highlight the importance of self-care here, which is really great because I also think that it's very important for me to look after my mental well-being and get enough sleep and just take some time for me, even though there's so much work to be done. And I'm still making these videos because they make me happy. It's a hobby for me, and I want to document going through this so like I can look back and see again how far I've come. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to studying, and that'll probably be the whole rest of the night. So it's 9 o'clock and I've pretty much studied all day and I still have lectures left, but I just have to call it a night. The quizzes are more meant to see where we're at, I guess, with the information. So I did a lot of work today, and I think with orientation happening last week, it was hard to get everything done during the week. So as the weeks progress, and now that we're into the regular schedule of things, I feel like I'll be able to gauge better when to do stuff, when to review, because they really stress to keep on top of things and review like as you're learning the material. So by the end, when you're getting towards the exam, you're not bombarded with like so much material. So yeah, I am exhausted, so I'm just gonna relax for a little bit and then I'm gonna go to bed because I have class at 9 in the morning. But I wanted to come on here and end this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Again, I will, once I become more comfortable, be filming more with the school aspect and stuff that I'm doing. Hopefully I can film maybe some stuff during practicals when I get comfortable, but that'll be in a little bit. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any other videos. And with that being said, I will see you in the next one.